Hey, it's Donna. Listen, Libra, you got some deception coming your way, but you're gonna get over it. So you'll triumph in the end. So let's get into it. Um, First things first. This is a general reading, so not everything may apply to you. So just focus on what fits. Don't make it fit, and use your best judgment. No one can tell you what to do. So this is for entertainment and educational purposes. Hopefully, I'll teach you a little bit. Um, I encourage you to get your own cards and your own book and everything. It helps. It is a neat craft. So this reading is going to be for Libra and for the month of June 2023, except for my readings are good for about 4 to 6 weeks, so it'll be 4 to 6 weeks, give or take. And it's also timeless, so whenever you land on this video, you're meant to get something from it. So I'm gonna tell you how I was taught. My mother taught me when I was very little. Not going to tell you how old I am. But I don't know what this method is called, so I'll just explain it as I go. We have someone shuffle the deck, and we split the deck into 3 piles, and on the bottom of each pile, we have what I call the first 3. These cards are always read upright. I don't know why. But they're also supposed to be like a synopsis of what the entire reading is. So if you do not have time to do all these cards, you can just pull 3 to see what your day is going to be like. Entirely up to you. I read right side up, upside down, and major and minor arcana. Other people, everybody's different. So anyway, the first card that we have, the interesting thing is, out of a 78 card deck, your first 3 are actually 3 from the major arcana, and the major arcana cards are stronger and more they have more of an effect, a bigger bang for your buck, so to speak. And that means pay attention to these areas. I'll read what the book's definition of these are, and we'll get into it. So the first card is the number 19. If you're into numerology, the numbers may mean something to you also. At the end, well, I'll just tell you now, you had two ones, and ones represent beginning, manifesting. So think it and it shall be. Think it, think it, think it. You had 2 twos. Twos represent choices and opposites, and you had 4 sixes. So 6s represent harmony. So you had a lot of 6s. That is unusual. So the first card you have, like I said, is the number 19. It is the sun from the major arcana. It represents the sign of Leo. And I got to take a sip. Hold on a second. And so it represents, you may be dealing with a Leo, or something occurring during Leo birth season. Hold on a second. So this card is the yes card. It is the happiest card in the whole deck, but it's the yes card. It's the go card. So if you're wondering if you should do something, yes. Will you get your dreams? Yes. Just, you have to have goals. Visualize. This card represents material happiness, success, good marriage. It could be a partnership. It could be a business. Happy reunions. Studies complete. Harmony between the inner and outer aspects of life. So like your spiritual, your your material, your relationships, everything, um, in a happy place. This also represents healing, everything being illuminated, nothing being hidden, as the sun casts light on everything, so nothing will be hidden from you. Also represents simple pleasures in life, simple pleasures, and it is of special interest to artists and those people in science and agriculture. It references achievements in those areas. So if you're an artist or in ag, or your field is science or whatever, you'll be accomplishing some goals. The second card is the number 6, the Lovers. And this card represents Gemini, so you might be dealing with a Gemini or during Gemini season. This card represents choice, temptation, attraction, and a struggle between sacred and profane love. So generally there's a choice, good person, and then the on edge, racy person or whatever, may not have your best interest at heart. So it's a fight between two. So this card used to be the choice card, but it generally is a choice between two. Now, it could also be choice between two business offers. I'm feeling, and especially because of the rest of the reading, I'm feeling like it has to do with a relationship. But it looks like you'll have someone of value interested in you, and someone of, not so good value. And it'll all come out. So, this card represents, I guess I read it all. So, okay. I take notes because I forget everything. So, and I do all my shuffling ahead of time, obviously, but I like to save time. The third card is the Hanged Person, number 12. This represents Pisces, so you may be dealing with a Pisces or something during Pisces birth season. This card represents spiritual wisdom, prophetic power. That's your prophetic power. So you'll be developing your spirituality, your third eye, that kind of thing, your instinct, your gut feeling, your intuition. This card also represents a pause and indecision, transformation, and looking at things from a new perspective. He's hanging upside down, looking at things from someone else's point of view or in another way. It also represents being closed off, going within. It has to do with the pause, so you'll be reflective. You'll be looking inside yourself for answers. There's a caution against self-sacrifice, so especially like with this card and everything. Yeah, don't be a martyr, just don't be selfish either, but put yourself first. And you can find a common goal with anyone, really. But make sure you don't always end up with the short end of the stick. This area represents the things that are going on with you right now, how you're thinking, how you're feeling, people that are influencing what's going on right now. You have 2 pages here. Pages can represent somebody in your circle. It could represent children, could represent your children, could be a niece and nephew, could be your neighbor's kid. If you're a teacher, could be students. It could just be young people that you work with. Pages generally are someone, 25 and younger, not necessarily, but usually. And the face cards and the court cards have physical attributes that are given to them, but people can change their hair and their eye color. So I focus on the character of the card, but I will give those to you unless I forget. The first card that you have, which is center. So this is either how you're feeling, or this is someone that you're dealing with right now. Could be someone with light brown hair and hazel eyes, but it is someone young. Possibly someone new. I'm getting someone new because plus you have the choices here. Right here's the choices referencing already. This card upside down represents little desire to create, also good taste, seduction, and seduction may not always be a good thing, obstacles, unpleasant news. And in major caution red, a deception soon uncovered. This goes back to this card saying that everything's going to be out in the open. So someone around you, your immediate future, is either going to try to pull the wool over your eyes in some way. If seduction is mentioned, then, they may be taking advantage of you. This card also may reference someone, not you, but someone of possible mental illness. So, like I said, not you, but that person, which may explain their behavior. Doesn't excuse the deception, but this is the person deceiving you. So someone around you right now, don't accuse everybody. Just keep your mouth shut and just assess the situation with everybody who you think might have, not your best interest at heart. Go with your gut. On the other side, we've got Page of Wands upside down. And like I said, another young person, blonde, blue eyes, hazel eyes. This is a card of action. So something will be happening really soon. This person has attributes like cruelty. They are unstable and domineering. And it actually says this person may break your heart. Bad news. It says bad news. So you have two cards here next to each other. Unpleasant news, bad news. Deception may soon be uncovered, may break your heart. So you got two people here. Maybe both choices are shit, and you should leave them both alone, which I'm getting to that. I believe that's what you're going to end up doing. The choices you have right now are sucky. And you'll see in the future, you're going to be single or in a single atmosphere, and you're going to be loving it. So like I said, there's going to be a deception, but you're going to get over it. On the other side of the Page of Cups, we've got the Ace of Swords. This is right side up. This card represents the aces, the ones always represent beginnings. So this is a beginning, and it may also represent a false beginning because you did have, you're going to have just a misstep in the future because this is only now. In the future up here does not look like you're going to be taking the bait. So you're going to be telling these people to pound sand. You've got, and like I said, it could be children too. You could be having some kids that you find out, oh shit, they were sneaking your whiskey, or they got a DUI, or they broke something of yours. Yeah, just something. Like I said, if it's a young person, so it could be a kid, could be someone you work with. This card represents the Ace of Swords represents conquest, triumph, and that's you. You'll have conquest, triumph. So I'm feeling like that has to do with these guys. You're going to tell them both, like I said, you're going to kick them both to the curb. Also represents great activity, and it's here with the active card. So it's going to be fast. You're going to be having some fast shit happening. This also represents the ability to love greatly or to hate greatly. It may also represent the birth of a child of heroic temperament. So pay attention to births or announcements of pregnancies, things like that. Championship. Revealing feelings, also clarity. That goes with the sun. It's going to be a lot of clarity. You're going to have an epiphany. There's going to be an epiphany moment. I believe it's going to be with these two ding dongs. You're going to just, how stupid do you think I am? It also represents acing interviews, acing exams, whatever you're putting your mind to. And it's a sword, so it's sharp, 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 sharp. So you'll be pretty friggin' good. This area over here represents the past. Not everybody gets into that. I'm going to do it because it tells me what I'm dealing with. So I like to get into it. And the way these are read, the different areas. This area is the past. This is the work, family, group activity area. These are two theoretical roads to the future. So each card that's closest to the center is nearest. And then like this one's the past. So this is the recent past. And then further back in the past. And then here's the near future, further in the future. That's how they work. Like I said, I don't know what this format's called. So the first card we have in the past, something you recently just went through, is the Six of Swords. It is right side up. This represents going to calmer waters, success after anxiety, journey to a new home by water. This may mean you're journeying by water to get to a new home. Like perhaps you're crossing an ocean, or you're going to be near a lake or the whatever, water. Or it could mean that you're taking a journey to a new home that is by water. So like a house on the beach or something like that. Either or. And it also represents proxy, sending someone to represent you. So you may have recently sent someone if you're, moving and it's, 400 or 500 miles away. You may have a real estate agent look for places for you to live before you move, something like that. Or your family member or whatever. You're sending someone on your behalf for something, not necessarily real estate, but that was an example. So it could be a business dealing, something like that. It also represents a journey in consciousness. So you're elevating. I don't know if you're meditating or if you're just going to church more, whatever, you're praying more. It's working. So further back in the future, we've got the Seven of Wands. It is upside down. It represents ignorance, pretense, not necessarily you, but someone who's pretentious with you, a poser, someone who's fake. This card also represents, it literally said in the book, the querent is threatened. So you are the querent, whatever. So you were feeling threatened. It also advises not to be indecisive. So You're having trouble making up your mind about something. Further back in the past, we have the Two of Swords. That's right side up. This represents tension in relationships and indecision. So here you dragged your indecision out for a while. This card also says feeling threatened. So this one says Quarant was threatened, and this one says feeling threatened. This one, no warning against being indecisive, and this one says you were indecisive. So you were feeling threatened. Yeah, military friendships, friends, associations also represents stalemate. So no movement, no communication, possible self-sabotage, second guessing yourself, choice being made. So you were dwelling on something. May have to do with these two jokers up here, but we'll get into that. This area over here, like I said before, is the work area or the group activity area. If you're a homemaker, it's the homemaking area. Also represents the family area. Like I said, group activities. You know, Boy Scouts, going to soccer practice, where you've got people. Excuse me. In the near future, you have the Six of Wands, and it's upside down. Represents wanting recognition. Your rewards and your recognition will be delayed. Not saying it's not coming. It just will be delayed. Also represents insolence of the victor. So someone who's, gotten a better of you in some way or whatever, they're going to rub it in your face. Just going to be an ass. It also says, literally, watch for successful enemy. You'll know who they are. Next, in the future, we've got the number 2 from the Major Arcana. That is the High Priestess. That represents that it's Pisces. You might be dealing with another Pisces or something during the Pisces birth season. This person, she is right side up. She knows her worth. This represents you. You know your worth, or you should know your worth. And it also represents keeping something hidden. So you're keeping something to yourself. And it also represents an unrevealed future. Hidden influences and forces are at work. So there are things going on that you're not aware of. They're good things generally. And with this being right side up, they're good things. Mainly, this card represents also, it's of special interest to artists. And remember, I mentioned artists up here. But it's of special interest to artists, poets, mystics. So there will be some achievements, some higher vibrations going on there. Also represents the perfect woman, either being the perfect woman or finding the perfect woman, someone with those qualities. Furthest in the future, we've got the Queen of Cups. They're represented by light brown hair, hazel eyes, and gender is neutral in tarot. So we all have feminine and masculine qualities. So it may not be a woman. That's why I said hanged person. That's a dude, but it's a hanged person. This is a page, could be a guy or a girl. So it is neutral. The Queen of Cups represents a very warm and loving person. This is someone who is very, very, very nice and nurturing. They are able to bring their wishes to fruition. They're a doer. They have vision. They're a person of vision. They focus on their goals. They get it done. This person is a good wife, good husband, good mother, good father, honest, devoted, loyal. It also represents success, happiness, pleasure. You had those mentioned over here in the first three. So these cards are reflecting the reading. This is someone very kind, but they're not willing to go too much out of their way to help somebody. They'll help somebody, but not if it means too much. A very, very warm person, very nice person. You should be able to figure out who that is. Like I said before, these two are theoretical roads through the future, and doesn't matter which one you read first. I'm going to go with the Ace of Wands. This is upside down. So in the near future, like I said, it's beginnings. So upside down, it represents cancellation of a new enterprise, clouded joy, journey deferred, misstep. So doesn't mean it's not going to happen, just means it's going to be canceled for now. And it may have something to do with these two. You may have some plans with them, and shit's gonna hit the fan. You're gonna be, I'm not going with you. Yeah, I mean, maybe there's a trip involved. There is a trip involved, whether it's business or not. But you're gonna be like, I'm not going anywhere with you. The next card is the Star card from the Major Arcana. It's the number 17. This card represents Aquarius, or does something during the Aquarius birth season. This is one of the wish cards, and it's right side up. So you will be getting your wish. So think big. Think big, and it shall be. You can manifest just by thinking of stuff and praying and thanking God for what you have, and looking on the bright side, and doing good. What you put out there will come back tenfold. So you've got a wish coming true up here. This card represents the wish card in Aquarius: insight, inspiration, hope, unselfish aid, good health, gifts of spirit. It also represents great love given and received. That could be you, or it could be a mutual relationship you have with someone, or will have with someone. And gifts of spirit are, uplifting, making people laugh. And it also represents expressing yourself to the world. So whether you have purple hair, blue hair, or you've got artwork that you want, you go put it on a wall or whatever, doing things online, having a YouTube channel, podcast, things like that. Further in the future, we've got the Queen of Cups. Sorry, that's not my dog. I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. Further in the future, we've got the Four of Swords. It is right side up. This card represents healing and rest. It may also mean a lengthy separation, release from anxiety, a change for better soon. So like I said, you'll be getting over it. It also represents love and support, and to write down your dreams, your sleeping dreams, Answers will be in your sleeping dreams. So you need to start writing them down, or write down whatever you remember. You'll have clues in there. The other theoretical road to the future, we've got the Six of Cups. It's upside down. This card represents living too much in the past. So there are outworn morals, outworn ways of thinking. It actually says worthless associates. I think it has to do with these two ding dongs. So worthless associates, you need to. There's probably more in your group, but you need to kick them to the curb. It represents an in out energy. So whoever's coming in and out, usually they're fair weather friends. They're only there when they need something, or when things are going great for you. They're not there when you need them. May also represent possible inheritance. Doesn't mean someone will die. Just means you may get a possible inheritance. I take that also as pensions. And say for instance, the person hasn't passed away, but they've got a sports car that they no longer want to drive, or they lost their license, they can't drive anymore, they're too old, whatever, and they want to give you their car. It could be something as simple as that. Or a possible gift from the past. So you may run into someone from the past, or someone from the past may send you a gift, or whatever. Further in the future, we've got the Eight of Cups. They're right side up. This card represents things being discarded as soon as they are gained. Journeying from place to place. So it mentions travel again. You've got a lot of travel. So kind of like a gypsy, nomad, wandering. Maybe doing that in relationships. It also represents misery without a cause. So you're not looking at the bright side. So it's a not necessarily a caution, but look at the bright side. It's a warning, or a suggestion to look at the bright side of things. There is disappointment in love. So if one of these was, or both were your love interests, you do feel badly about that. It also represents seeking spirituality. So earlier I had said you're going to be doing some spirituality. So you're going to be praying or meditating, going to church more, getting, you're looking for answers. And it also represents moving on, with the journeying from place to place, but moving on. So you're letting it all go. Like I said, you're getting over it. You're going to get over it. And that's always good. It also means there's a possible new journey. So you got travel all over the place, wanting to be left alone. So that goes with that wanting to, going within. And you're wanting to get yourself grounded and get your head straight, and not listen to everybody. You want to think of your own thoughts and look at it from a different point of view. And so that happened, but you're going to be moving on. And then this last card, Nine of Pentacles, right side up, that's a really good card. That means you have everything. You've got money, you're comfortable, you've got health, you're doing well. And this card represents solitary enjoyment of the good things in life. Inheritance was mentioned again. So someone's going to be giving you something. I'm going to go with a definite on that. Self-wisdom, having a green thumb. Wealth, but being prudent. Love of home and garden, so you'll be loving where you're living and your situation. Your home's going to be your safe haven, your peacefulness. Confidence, and things being worth the wait. You are worth the wait. This card is generally the card of a single person, but a happy single person. They're a hard worker, and they're also said to be at the pre-empress stage. The next stage, you're going to reach that empress level. But like I said, the emphasis is on happy single. So you may play the field a little bit. Choice is here. You've got plenty of choice, but keep your guard up against, the liars and stuff. And what's meant to be will be. There will be light shed on the deceptions. Two cards are saying that, something will be revealed to you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it's helpful. Remember, only you can decide what to do. So use your best judgment. I hope you learned something, and have a blessed day. Thank you.